Hello and welcome to this class students. I am Dr. Bimbadhar Raut. I am cordially inviting you all to this class, and this class is related to your political party system. Particularly, I will deal with Unit 1 Chapter 2, which is related to one party dominance system in India. And while dealing with one party dominant system, so I will touch upon different points, that is importance of political parties in India or importance of political parties, meaning of one party dominant system, then one party dominant system at national level as well as a regional level, its theoretical framework, reasons of growth of political parties, reasons for the growth of one party dominance system in India, characteristics of one party dominance system, and the dynamics of a political party system. So, party is very vital, indispensable for the successful working of a democracy, and political parties in one form or other as a prevailing in almost all modern political systems of the world. So, political parties are linked between the ruler and the ruled. They are the via media through which people express their views and they reach to the government. Political parties makes the government responsible, accountable to the people, particularly because of their acts of omission and commission. And political parties are agencies by which public opinion is created, articulated, and translated into public policy. So, they provide a link between the ruler and the ruled. राजनैतिक दल गुड़िक शासक एवं शासित भितर समन्वयर सेतु आकार काम करती, से माने जनमत सृष्टि करती, and they try to create public opinion, integrate that public opinion, and try to translate that public opinion into public policy. So, they act as important agency of experiencing, enlightening, and educating to the people. So, they excite the people to think about the public policy and affairs of the state. In the party system that it believes that government can be changed through the principles of ballot, not the principles of a bullet. So, they believes the principles of a change of a government through peaceful methods, not through the principles of a violent. So, a political party basically is a group of a people who come together because to contest in the election, and their main motto is how to capture political power, and after they come into power they try to implement their plans and policies which they have prescribed in their manifesto. So, the primary role of political party is to fix the political agenda as well as policies and try to persuade the people that their plan and policies are different from other political parties. That is why the people will choose them. So, in a broader perspective, political party is a via media through which the people can speak to the government, have say in the governance, and that is why the parties has, if the parties they are losing in the election, so they will remain in opposition, and the role of opposition is that to expose the government, to criticize the government, to propose the government, and to depose the government. राजनैतिक दल गुड़िकर काम है विरोधी दल रे जो माने रहिले, जो माने निर्वाचन रे जीति पारले नाही, से माने विरोधी दल रे बसिबे, जी निर्वाचन रे जीतिला, मेजोरिटी पाइला, संख्यागरिष्ठता हासिल कला, से माने सरकार गठन करिवे एवं सरकार को विरोधी दल माने समालोचना करिवे, दरकार पड़े कंस्ट्रक्टिव सजेशन दे पारिबे. They can expose the government if the government is indulge any type of nefarious activities, indulge in corruption or any wrong activities which is going against the interest of the society, interest of the state. So, that is why political parties are very vital in a democracy, and political parties cannot exist without the concept of the political parties are very very vital for successful working of a democracy. So, democracy cannot be successful without political parties. That is why by keeping in that thing in mind, W.B. Monroe, a great political scientist, he remarked that government by free political parties is merely another name of a democratic government, and so nowhere has there ever been a political party without there has never or ever been a free government without political party. So, political party so no party no democracy. जो गणतंत्र नहीं सेठी जो पार्टी नहीं सेठी गणतंत्र रही पारे गणतांत्रिक सरकार हो पार ना। तेणु मुक्त राजनैतिक दल जो अच्छी सेठी गणतांत्रिक सरकार प्रतिष्ठा करा जाई परिवो। जदि आम इफ यू लुक टुवर्ड्स द इवोल्यूशन ऑफ पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज, सो देयर आर द concept of political parties originated because of or developed because of the concept of growth of a representative institution, and second important thing is that extension of suffrage. The political parties are grow because of the development of representative institutions, because earlier there was no representative institution. So, from the time the concept of a representative institution developed, particularly the concept of a representative institution developed when democracy was developed, and though the concept of a representative institution developed in England and Poland in 1493, but systematically the concept of a representative institution developed in after the first war of independence of America, United States of America, American War of Independence, then the French Revolution 1789, and then it is spread to other parts of the world. Because today direct democracy is not possible because of a technicalities of law making, because of strength of population, because of a geographical area. So, direct democracy is not possible. So, that is why we choose the concept of indirect democracy, and in the indirect democracy party is very vital. The party system is essential through which we can choose our representatives. So, political party is very developed because of the growth of a representative institution. The second important thing is that the party is developed due to the extension of suffrage. We have provided universal adult suffrage to the people. That is why the political party is developed. जे पर्यंत साबालक भोट प्रथा नथिला, नागरिक मानक पॉलिटिकल राइट्स दिया जाय नथिला, से पर्यंत राजनैतिक दलगुड़िक उद्रेक हो नथिला। तेणु प्रतिनिधि आमे जो पठेबा भोट माध्यम पठेबा सी साबालक भोट प्रथा जाति धर्म वर्ण निर्विशेष विदाउट एनी डिस्क्रिमिनेशन बिटवीन कास्ट कलर क्रीड प्लेस ऑफ बाथ सेक्स रिलीजन, एवरीवन ग्रांटेड द concept of right to vote, and we choose the people through different institutions like from panchayat to parliament, like the Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, like to the legislative assemblies in different states, legislative council in different states, as well as to the local self governments in urban areas like a corporation, municipality, NAC, or in district level, that is the in the rural areas the panchayat raj system, institutions like Jilla Parishad, Panchayat Samiti in the block level, and in the grassroots level there is the concept of a Gram Panchayat. These are the different institutions through which we are sending by which we are sending our representatives. आम प्रतिनिधि मानक भोट माध्यम आम यही संस्था मानक पठाऊे। तेणु राजनैतिक दलगुड़िक ग्रोथ ऑफ रिप्रेजेंटेटिव इंस्टीट्यूशन जो एवं एक्सटेंशन ऑफ सफरेज जो संभवपर हो पार। बट द concept of parties though originated, though developed, but there is no uniformity relating to the concept of political parties prevailing throughout the world. There are different types of political, generally you will find three types of political parties. One political party is known as the monoparty system or single party system or one party system, एकदलीय व्यवस्था, बाई पार्टी सिस्टम और टू पार्टी सिस्टम, द्विदलीय व्यवस्था, मल्टी पार्टी सिस्टम, बहुदलीय व्यवस्था. So, if you look to the monoparty system, the monoparty system once again divided into three types. One is recognized one party system, स्वीकृति प्राप्त एकदलीय व्यवस्था, because legally one party is recognized by the constitution, by the state, and other political parties are not allowed. That is one party recognized one party system, and we will find it in China and Cuba and North Korea. The other types of one party dominance system is known as authoritarian party system, one party system, and this is a type of political party system in which there are other political parties, but a major political party controls the activities of other political parties. That is why it is known as a one authoritarian one party system that is prevailing in Ghana, in Egypt, and besides that it is prevailing in Syria, Iran. এই कंट्री गुड़िक आम ए दलीय व्यवस्था को देखा प्रभुत्ववादी दल अनेक दल थिले मध्य एठी गोटिए दल अन्यर राजनैतिक दल गुड़ी को तार कार्य को नियंत्रण करे. थर्ड इम्पोर्टेंट वन इज डोमिनेटिंग वन पार्टी सिस्टम, दैट इज नोन एज ए डोमिनेटिंग पार्टी सिस्टम इज ए स्पेशल टाइप ऑफ पॉलिटिक सिस्टम. One party dominant system is a special type of party system or single party system in which one party continues to dominate the political system for so many years. One party dominant system is a type of a single party system which one party continue to dominate the political system for many years. That is why Professor A. Ostroverkov writes, a dominant party system or one party dominant system is a political system in which opposition groups or parties are permitted, but a single party dominates the election results. Any ruling party staying in power for more than one consecutive term, they may be considered as a one party dominant. So far as the biparty system is concerned, we will find where the political system which contains two major political parties, they are coming to power alternatively, and it is prevailing in United States of America, that is the Democrats and the Republicans. In United Kingdom, Jukta Rajya by England, जोठी Conservative Party and Labour Party are playing important roles, and India and Switzerland, Canada, other countries there is a multi-party system. So dominant party system is a very important political system in which one political party dominates many years in the political system and try to control the election results. So accordingly, the dominant party system we can find in dominant party system in different countries. They are prevailing in the national level as well as in the state level or subnational level. One party dominance, if you look a quick look to the global picture, then you will find that the one party dominance system will find in India, Indian National Congress 1947 to 77. From 1980 to 1989, Congress was a dominant political party. Liberal Democratic Party of Japan 1955 to 1993, then 1995 to 2009 and 2012 till date, and Shinzo Abe was the Prime Minister of Japan, and he is from that political party. Now, African National Congress in South Africa, it is remain in power from 1994, and Mr. Nelson Mandela was the first president. He was from African National Congress. And then United Russia, it is United Russia in Russia, it is continuing in power since 2001 till date. Justice and Development Party of Turkey 2002 to 2015, then United Socialist Party of Venezuela 2007 till date, People's Action Party Singapore 1968 to 1980, Awami League Bangladesh 1973 to 75, and from 2009 till date Sheikh Hasina is continuing in power since 2009. So if we look to the subnational level, regional level or state level, there are some parties dominate, though there are some parties dominant in the national sphere, but other political parties they are dominate in the regional level or in the state level or in the local level. For example, Democratic Alliance of South Africa in Western Cape, though African National Congress dominate in the national sphere, but opposition Democratic Alliance in South Africa is dominant Western Cape since 1994. Just like that in United States of America, the Democratic Party it is remain in power in the state of District of Columbia from 1970 since its creation. Then Christian Social Union in Germany, Bavaria state, and it is continuing, it is remaining in power from 1957 till date. Social Democrats in Portugal in Madeira 1976 till date, Progressive Conservative Association of Canada Alberta in 1971 to 2015, CPIM in India, because you might have known in 1975 there was an emergency, and because of emergency in 1977 the Congress was unpopular at that time, as a result of which the Communist Party came to power in 1977. Since 1977 till 2011 the Communist Party CPIM dominated the West Bengal politics. So, that is why it is a dominant party in the regional level, just like another political party, the CPIM also under the leadership of Manik Sarkar, which are remaining in power from 1998 till 2018 in Tripura. So, just like Sikkim Democratic Front in Sikkim, a regional political party, it remains in power from 1994 to 2011. Pawan Kumar Chamling was the longest serving chief minister in that state and also in India. Then Biju Janata Dal in Odisha 2000 till date, and that is why by keeping all these things in mind, one of the if we look to the history of India, because India is a land of pluralism, India is a religious, multilingual state, multi-religious state, multi-racial state, and we have adopted a parliamentary democracy. In the parliamentary democracy in India, there is a flourishing, there is a growth of certain regional political parties and national political parties, and because in the initial phase the Congress was so dominant, that is why one of the important political philosophers of our country, one of the important political philosophers of studying in the Indian election system, Indian party system, remarked that in India there is no party system but one party dominant system. This was prescribed by W.H. Morris Jones in Government and Politics of India. Then another important scholar, great political scientist of India, he was no other than Rajani Kothari. In 1964-1974, while studying the party system in India, he said that in India one party dominance in India is the Congress system. One party dominance in India is the Congress system, in which no Congress party play the role of a other non-Congress political party, they are playing the role of a pressure group. भारत वर्ष रे जो एकदलीय व्यवस्था अच्छी वन पार्टी डोमिनेंस सिस्टम अच्छी कांग्रेस समय रे ताको कांग्रेस सिस्टम बोली से कही एवं नॉन कांग्रेस पार्टी को से भाइबल अल्टरनेटिव कही अपोजिशन पार्टी जस्ट लाइक ए प्रेशर ग्रुप, दे कैन प्रेशराइज द गवर्नमेंट इन पब्लिक पॉलिसी, बट दे आर नॉट भाइबल अल्टरनेटिव्स टू द गवर्नमेंट. दैट्स व्हाई he remarked that it is a Congress system, one party dominant, because both in the union as well as in the states the Congress party was a dominant political party. If we proceed towards the performance of the Congress party, before that one party dominance, if we look at in India, there is certain regional parties and national parties. Congress dominated from 1952 to 1977, then 1980 to 1989, then BJP hegemony began from 2014 till date, and in the regional level, in Tamil Nadu there is DMK, AIDMK, in Odisha there is Biju Janata Dal, in West Bengal CPIM, All India Trinamool Congress from 2011 till date, in Gujarat and Madhya Pradesh there is BJP, in Bihar there is Janata Dal, in Sikkim there is Democratic Front. So, look at let us look at the performance of a Congress in different elections in India. Since 1952 till date, Congress had performed in the first phases of the election, the initial phases of elections. So, the Congress performed well both in the states as well as in the national level. केंद्र स्तर रे, जातीय स्तर रे एवं आंचलिक स्तर रे कांग्रेस प्रथम बहुत भल करथिला. तेणु 1989 पर्यंत आमे कहबा कांग्रेस डोमिनेंट सिस्टम. The first of the Constitution of India came into effect in 26 of January 1950. The first election of the country was conducted in 1952, and in 1952 Congress got 364 seats out of 489 seats. In 1957 second election it got 371 seats out of 494 seats. In 1962 it got 361 seats out of 494 seats. In 1967 it got 283 seats out of 520. In 1971 352 seats. In 1977 155 seats. In 1980 374 seats. In 1984 414 seats. So, in the first phase of election, first 8 election out of the 17 Lok Sabha election, the Congress was remain in power except in 1977. So, that is why it was a dominant political party, and it got, when the Congress got 40% or more than votes, then it remains as a single dominant political party system in India. So, then if you look at in the 9th Lok Sabha election in 1989, the Congress got only 193 seats because of buffer scandal and others. Rajiv Gandhi was blamed, and the party was, though it was a single political party, but it is chose to remain in opposition, sit as a opposition, and at that time National Front government led by Vishwanath Pratap Singh, the then Prime Minister of India, he was formed the government by taking the help of the leftist as well as the BJP. So, and formed the government. In 1991, the Congress secured 224 seats, and out of 521, because at that time there is no election in two important states, Assam and Punjab. So, subsequently it increased tally to 34 seats, and because of assassination of Rajiv Gandhi in 1991 election, while campaigning at Sri Perambudur, he was killed by the LTT terrorist, liberation of Tiger Tamil Eelam. So, because of that, the Congress got 224 seats, and Congress got certain emotional votes in the second phase of election in South India, and that is why it got 224 seats, and P.V. Narasimha Rao was chosen as the Prime Minister of India. Congress tried to make government by taking the help of Jharkhand, then Lokdal Ajit Singh. So, he was able to form the government. In 1996 it got only 146, remain in opposition. 1998 141 seats, and it remain in opposition. It is supported to the United Front government to keep BJP from out of power. In 1996 Vajpayee became Prime Minister for 13 days. In 1998 then he became Prime Minister for 13 months, and in 1990 election, this is the Congress party got only 112 seats, and it tried to remain in opposition, and BJP formed the government. The NDA government was formed. In 2004 the Congress got 145 seats, and it formed the first UPA government under the leadership of Dr. Manmohan Singh. They take the help, they took the help of the leftist political parties and for the UPA one. Then in 2009 the Congress got 206 206 सीट पाई द्वितीय यूपीए गवर्नमेंट फॉर्मेशन कले, एंड इन 2014 इलेक्शन बिकॉज ऑफ करप्शन, बिकॉज ऑफ non performance of the Congress party, and because of the blame of the Congress, because of a division within the party. So, the BJP became an emerging dominant party in 2014, and it got to 82 seats, and the Congress got the lowest in its history, that is known as 44 seats, and in 2019 also it got 52 seats, and both in 2014 and 2019 election it remains as remained as in opposition. It is not recognized as a opposition party, but the Congress was dominant from 1952 till 1989 except 1977, because in 1977 the some political parties merged together, like Socialist Party, like Bharatiya Lokadal, like the Jana Sangha, Congress for Organization, Congress Organization or Congress Old, Congress for Democracy, they merged together form the Janata Party under the leadership of Morarji Desai, and they formed the government. And because of and he remained in power for 2 years, and because of a factional fighting, so the government was collapsed, and Mr. Chaudhry Charan Singh became Prime Minister for 6 months by taking the help of Congress party, outside support from the Congress party, but the Congress party was collapsed in 1980. The Congress once again returned to power by getting 374 seats, and 1984. So, the Congress was a dominant political party because of assassination of Mrs. Indira Gandhi. So, Rajiv Gandhi became the Prime Minister, and he got some emotional votes, as a result of which it remained in power till 1989, and this is the highest performance of the, that was the highest performance of the Congress in its history. Let us look at the regions for Congress dominance from 1947 till 1977 and from 1980 to 1989. The main regions are role of the Congress party in the freedom struggle. In the freedom struggle, because under the leadership of under the Congress party, under the leadership of INC, Indian National Congress, we got our freedom, we got our independence from from the Britishers or the colonialist powers. So, Congress party was formed in 1885, and a British retired civil servant A.O. Hume helped a lot for the formation of the Congress party. C. Banerjee became its first president. From 1885 till 1905, this was known as the moderate phase. Then from 1905 till 1915, this was dominated by mostly by the extremists, and subsequently Gandhi entered into the Indian political arena, as a result of which from 1915 onwards, that is known as the Gandhian era. Gandhi launched major movements, and the top leaders of the Congress like Jawaharlal Nehru, Motilal Nehru, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, and Lal Bal Pal, Lala Lajpat Rai, Bipin Chandra Pal, Bal Gangadhar Tilak, so many leaders they have developed, they contributed a lot for the freedom of the country. As a result of which Gandhi launched the major movement in 1920, that is known as a non-cooperation movement from 1920 to 22. Then in 1930 to 32, he launched the concept of a civil disobedience movement or salt satyagraha. Then in 1942, the Quit India movement, and subsequently we got our freedom in 1947. Congress was responsible for giving freedom to the country. That is, the people have some sort of attachment, the people have some sort of attachment towards the Congress, and that is why they cast their vote to the Congress party, and the Congress became rule over the country for many years because of that. Another important factor is that all India organizational base, as the Congress remained in the power from 1947 till 1989, except in 1917 in the national sphere, as well as it dominated the states from 1947 to 67 in the states, and in 1967 elections, a few political parties, a few states, the other opposition political parties came to power. 1967 मसीह जो निर्वाचन है, से निर्वाचन रे अन्य आंचलिक दल गुड़िक क्षमता को आसिले केतोटी राज्य रे, लाइक ओडिशा, लाइक पंजाब, जनसंघ, अकाली दल, एनसी इन जम्मू एंड काश्मीर, डीएमके इन तमिलनाडु, ये राज्य गुड़ाक सब विरोधी दल आसिले, जहाँफल कि it was provided a shock to the Congress, but subsequently the party revived both in the state level as well as in the national level, and as it remained in power many more years. So, it tried to mobilize its people and try to organize the organization, try to make its organization strong and mobilize the resources of the country. So, that is why there are many more supporters of the Congress party, and the party was organized from top to bottom very well. So, that is why because of this organizational structure, the Congress got many more political many times remain in power. Towering personality of Nehru, another important factor that the Congress remain in power because of a towering personality, because Nehru was though there is certain controversy relating to the personality of Nehru, but he was instrumental relating to the making of the constitution. He was known as the architect of modern India. तांको भारत आधुनिक भारतर निर्माता कहा जाउछि एवं तांको मध्य वैदेशिक नीतिर he was the architect of foreign policy of India, and because of his contribution towards modern India as well as during his freedom struggle. So, he was one of the important leaders after Mahatma Gandhi, that is why, and he remained in power from 1947 till 1964, and after the death of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. So, he was unquestionable leader of the Congress party. भारतीय राजनैतिक दृश्यपटरे जवाहरलाल नेहरूंकर व्यक्तित्व आगरे अन्यान्य अपोजिशन लीडर हुंतु बा शासक गोष्ठीर लोक मानक समस्त की मिलमिशिकी चलेबार क्षमता तांका पाखरे थिला, जहा फଳରେ कि तांकु क्वेश्चन सो तांकु सेथि पय कुहा जे ही वाज द स्कॉलर प्राइम मिनिस्टर ऑफ हिज जनरेशन and a very important person, charming personality, and he dominated the Indian political scene 1947 till 1967, and even some opposition political parties like Atal Bihari Vajpayee, like Lal Krishna Advani, though there is a difference, they remarked that once Atal Bihari Vajpayee remarked that no one can replace Nehru. In 1997, Lal Krishna Advani remarked that Jawaharlal Nehru is one of the towering personality of India, and we have to learn many things from him. So, we should look his positive aspect. That is why जवाहरलाल नेहरूंकर गोटे स्वतंत्र चुंबकीय व्यक्तित्व थिला, जहा फଳରେ कि सी कांग्रेस पार्टी को मजबूत करबारे साहाय्य करथिले. देन अनदर इंपोर्टेंट थिंग मास स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ एंड फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी. कांग्रेस पार्टी इज ए इंपोर्टेंट पॉलिटिकल पार्टी and it is structure from top to bottom. There are supporters and there are organizers, and it accommodates different political different interest sections of the society, जाति भित्तिरे, धर्म भित्तिरे, आंचलिक भित्तिरे एवं से एक्सट्रीमिस्ट हंतु राइटिस्ट हंतु समस्त की accommodate करे. That's why it is a centrist political party, it is an umbrella based political party. That's why it has dominated the Indian political scene. These are the reasons through which the Congress party dominated the Indian political scene. Then let us discuss about the characteristics of one party dominant system. Though we have already discussed in the regions, some points are repeated here. The important characteristics of one party dominant system in India is dominance of the Congress party for historical, organizational, personality factors. We have already talked about the role of the Congress party relating to the freedom movement, a long history from 1885 till date. The Congress remained dominant in some states and also in national politics, and its organizational structure top to bottom. In the top level, if you look to the organization structure, then you will find that in the there is AICC, All India Congress Committee, then it is CWC, Congress Working Committee, it is plenary session, parliamentary board members, and it is youth wing as well as the women's wing. In the state level, there is PCC and PCC executive, and in the district level, there is DCC, District Congress Committee. In the grassroots level, in the mandal level or block level, there is a mandal Congress Committee. So, this party structure from top to bottom, it is hierarchically organized. That is a detail. Because of that party structure, it dominated the Indian political scenes. Another important factor is the personality factor. As we already told that Mahatma Gandhi, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, Jawaharlal Nehru, Motilal Nehru, Lala Lajpat Rai, Bipin Chandra Pal, and many more top leaders of the Congress. They have a charismatic personality. They influence the political system of the country, that is the people have some sort of attachment towards different leaders and they casted their vote accordingly. So, Congress प्रति व्यक्तित्व मानक प्रति स्वतंत्र लोक मानकर अट्राक्शन थिला जहाँ फल कि कांग्रेस पार्टी को सदा क्षमता रखी तेणु यहाँ गोटे क्यारेक्टर. देन द्वितीय इंपोर्टाट फैक्टर कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स इज कांग्रेस एज अम्ब्रेला पार्टी एंड अकोमोडिंग वेरियस इंटरेस्ट. विभिन्न सेक्शन लोक मानक विभिन्न दलीय लोक मानक अपोजिशन हुंतु बा शासक दलर हुंतु, सो एक्सट्रीमिस्ट हुंतु, लेफ्टिस्ट हुंतु, प्रोग्रेसिव एंड कंजर्वेटिव पीपुल, they can accommodate in the political party and because of a caste, because of a community and without any discrimination it accommodates different types of political parties. That is a dominated Indian political scenes. Then another important characteristic feeble and ineffective opposition. So, during the Congress rule from 1947 till 1989, so the opposition was not strong. The opposition always a divided house, they are weak, they are divided together, तांका भितर विभाजन देखा दिए एवं विभिन्न समय से माने प्रेशर ग्रुप आकार काम करती किंतु गोटे भाइबल अल्टरनेटिव आकार कांग्रेस काम करि पारंती नै जहाँ फल कि इनइफेक्टिव अपोजिशन जोगु तांका भितर एकता न थाए एवं डिवाइडेड दे सीट टुगेदर इन ए डिवाइडेड हाउस. से गोटे घरे बसंती किंतु तांका भितर एकता भावना न थाए. ए प्रकार चिंताधारा जोगु कांग्रेस धीरे धीरे वीक से जो अपोजिशन पार्टी मैंने वीक हेले कांग्रेस बहुत मजबूत था. सो फीबल एंड इनइफेक्टिव अपोजिशन एक्ट एज ए प्रेशर ग्रुप instead of a viable alternative to the Congress. So, opposition space was occupied by the कांग्रेस डिसीडेंट्स जो माने कांग्रेस रे डिप्राइव्ड हेले, जो माने कांग्रेस रे वंचित हेले, जो माने कांग्रेस रो पदपदवी पाइले नहीं, जो माने कांग्रेस प्रति असूया भाव सृष्टि कले से माने बाहर की कांग्रेस रु गले एवं अपोजिशन स्पेस ऑक्युपाइड बाय द कांग्रेस डिसीडेंट्स एंड दे नॉट ट्राई टू डू एनी हार्म टू द कांग्रेस. So, then another important thing we have already discussed Nehru's politics of consensus. से विरोधी दल हूँ शासक दल हूँ समस्त की मिसई शासन करिवारे इम्पोर्टाट रोल प्ले करथिले. तेणु तांकर कन्सेसस पॉलिटिक्स रिलेटिंग टू डेमोक्रेसी, रिलेटिंग टू फॉरेन पॉलिसी, रिलेटिंग टू economic policy, plan policies. So, he consulted with almost all political parties. That is why he was able to because of his personality he adopted a governance system. Nehru created a system of governance that eschewed left and right and extremism, and it is this system that is popularly known as the Nehruvian politics. So, this is relating the these are the different characteristics of political party in India. Then let us discuss about dynamics of one party dominance system. So, the Congress was the post 2014 period, it was the Congress system was replaced by the BJP hegemony. BJP now becoming a dominant political party in 2014 election and in 2019 election under the leadership of Modi. Because of a dynamic and charismatic personality of Modi, so the BJP came to power, and it come to power because of a cultural nationalism. Because there are four important factors which make the BJP strong. One is cultural nationalism, सांस्कृतिक जातीयतावाद, हिंदू राष्ट्र, हिंदू नेशन एवं हिंदुत्व. द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ हिंदुत्व it was in favor of Hindu nation, Hindu Rashtra, and it was in favor of the concept of Indian tradition, customs and its cultures, its linguistic heritage, it respect, and we should feel certain because we are Indians. That feeling should be created within. This is the objective of BJP. That is why it is promoted to remain in power. So, cultural nationalism, सांस्कृतिक जातीयतावाद गोटे बीजेपी गोटे आइडियोलॉजी एवं ताकू क्षमता को आनिबारे साहाय्य कला. द्वितीय जिनिस हला द सेकेंड इंपोर्टेंट कैरेक्टरिस्टिक नेशनल यूनिटी. because of national unity, integrity and sovereignty, the BJP said we should not compromise with it. देशर एकता, अखंडता एवं सार्वभौमता प्रति आम कौन कंप्रोमाइज करवा नहीं एवं देशर एकता अखंड सदा बजाय रखा. से आम देखा सिक्यूरीटी ग्राउंड रु जदि देखा सुरक्षा नीति दृष्टिकोण जदि देखा तो बीजेपी वाज ए डोमिनेंट पॉलिटिकल पार्टी because of its security policy for the defense policy of the country, because the air strikes it was done on Uri as well as in Balakot air strike, surgical strike. So, this was try to this was mold the attitude of the people and लोक मानकर चिंताधारा गोटे परिवर्तन आसिना समस्ते चिंता कले भोटर माने चिंता कले 2019 निर्वाचन रे 2016 एवं 19 रे जो उरी रे अटैक करागला एयर टेररिस्ट कैंप उपरे एवं 2019 रे जो एयर स्ट्राइक करागला टेररिस्ट कैंप बालाकोट उपरे पुलवामा घटना परे सो से लोक मानकर बीजेपी प्रति स्वतंत्र गोटे आटाचमेंट आसला जहाँफल कि जातीय सुरक्षा नीति को लेकिन से कंप्रोमाइज करूनी से क्षमता को आसबार साहाय्य कला यहाँ गोटे इंपोर्टाट रोल प्ले कला नेशनल यूनिटी एंड इंटीग्रिटी देन इफेक्टिव लीडरशिप सो बिकॉज ऑफ इफेक्टिव लीडरशिप ऑफ द बीजेपी लाइक नरेंद्र मोदी लाइक अमित शाह लाइक लालकृष्ण अडवाणी अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी मुरली मनोहर जोशी वेंकैया नायडू सुषमा स्वराज अरुण जेटली दे आर टॉप लीडर्स ऑफ द बीजेपी and Narendra Modi proved himself as a good administrator when he was served as the chief minister of Gujarat. गुजरात रे 15 वर्ष धरिकी जो क्षमता रहिले चीफ मिनिस्टर से एक्सपीरियंसटा बहुत काम कला एवं परवर्ती स्टेज रे सी देशर लीडरशिप दायित्व नबार एवं लोक मानक उपरे विश्वास गोटे आसिला एवं अच्छा दिन आएगा जो सो अच्छा दिन आएगा सुदिन आसब सो गुड गवर्नेंस ये सब इच्छा को लेकिन लोक मैंने बीजेपी की समर्थन करते नेतृत्व डायनामिक लीडरशिप की समर्थन करते तेणु ये गोटे क्षमता रहा बट सॉलिड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन अनदर इंपोर्टेंट फैक्टर इज सॉलिड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ऑफ द पार्टी बिकॉज द पार्टी ऑर्गेनाइज्ड इन national as well as in the grassroots level. In the national level the party has a national council and in the state level there is state council, in the national level there is national executive and there is party president, as well as in the state level there is state executive, state council, district level district committees are there and district presidents are there. So the BJP has a good organization and it is the largest political party in the world so far as its membership is concerned. So it is a dominant political party and it has a solid organization, it has different wings, so that is why it remains as in power. So let us discuss about so far as the concluding remarks is concerned. So what are the strength of a BJP? So how Congress system is different from BJP one party dominance, so opposition to the BJP from the states, not from other national parties, lack of a counter narrative to the BJP ideology. So far as the strength of a BJP is concerned, narrative has been biggest strength of the BJP in 2014 and 2019 election. आमे 2014 और 2019 निर्वाचन को देखा ताले narrative political narrative गोटे important role play करथिला. So narrative is a concept that is particularly used by the politicians, political figures to mold the attitude of the people. So they try to make fictions into facts, exaggerate करके लोकों को तांका आड़ को attraction करि पारथिले. बीजेपी रो मध्य एटा गोटे इंपोर्टेंट रोल थिला 2014 एवं 2019 निर्वाचन रे. at the time of 2014 when the BJP was in opposition, it was in favor of corruption free governance and a number of social welfare schemes it promised. That's why the people casted to power, and when it returned to power, when it come to power in 2014, so Modi tried to implement these welfare schemes, as a result of which the people are attracted towards the BJP. So after coming to power in 2014, the BJP has implemented social welfare schemes like the opening of bank accounts for the poor people who have no access to banking, that is Jan Dhan Yojana, or providing LPG connection to Ujjwala Yojana, like insurance and pension schemes in Atal Pension Yojana. Besides that, it was in favor of Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao Yojana. Then building of toilets, Swachh Bharat Yojana. These are the eye-catching programs which attracted, the people are attracted and benefited, as a result of it they cast the vote to the BJP. In the last part, in the BJP first term 2014 to 2019, most of the government focus has been on the scheme of their delivery to the people, how to provide benefits to the people. ये जिनिस गुड़िक तार रहिला लोकों केमती सुविधा दबा, सुशासन दबा, गुड गवर्नेंस दबा, तेणु एटा ताकू क्षमता को 2019 रे आसीबा पई साहाय्य कला। जदि देखिबा तार अनदर इम्पोर्टेंट नैरेटिव दैट इज नोन एज फॉरेन पॉलिसी एंड नेशनल सिक्योरिटी हैव बीन अदर इम्पोर्टेंट एरियाज व्हिच द बीजेपी मेड ए पार्ट ऑफ इट्स फॉरेन पॉलिसी हैज बीन हाइलाइट्स ऑफ द पीएम मोदी टेन्योर इन द फर्स्ट टेन्योर ऑफ मोदी 2014 मसीह रे एवं 2019 मसीहा मध्य बीजेपी नरेंद्र मोदी अनेक फॉरेन कंट्री विजिट कर फॉरेन डायरेक्ट इन्वेस्टमेंट आने चेष्टा कर वैदेशिक नीति को मजबूत कर सुपर पावर सहित भल संपर्क कर पड़ोशी सहित एक्सेप्ट चाइना एवं पाकिस्तान आमर संपर्क को मजबूत कर सो नरेंद्र मोदी बिकेम ए स्टार कैंपेनर थ्रू आउट द वर्ल्ड and he was the a great figure in international sphere. Similarly, in national security and India's military strike against Pakistan in 2016 and 2019 have also been a part of the narrative for the BJP when it started the election campaign in 2014. In both general election 2014 and 2019, the BJP has a stronger narrative which are highlighted the issues of national importance. So, the BJP managed to connect people well with the people on the issue of national interest. Also, specific events and incidents make it easy for the BJP to convince the voters. So, what are the challenges of a BJP now? There are two important challenges. The first challenge is to ensure that its allies do not its allies are leaving the NDA. So, the BJP needs to work more towards concentrating its allies and accommodating its allies. The second challenge is that the second challenge is to focus more on state related issues instead of national issues during, because the BJP is not performing well in different states, and as when concentrating on local issues more than national issues would work well for the BJP in the future. What are the challenges to the challenges for the opposition? There are two important challenges for the opposition. The first is related that the opposition, there is no single national political party which can challenge the BJP now. There are so many national political parties, but they are not united together, and the Congress allies and the UPA allies are regional political parties. That is why they are not able, आंचलिक दल गुड़िक जेहेतु अछंती कौनसी जातीय दल चैलेंज करि पारु नहीं बीजेपी की, से अपोजिशन एटा गोटे वीकनेस जहाँ फल भितर एकता दे शो टू द पब्लिक दैट वी आर यूनाइटेड बट दे आर डिवाइडेड. तेणु पब्लिक की देखौछंती आमे विभिन्न दल मिसिकी जे सरकार गठन करूँ बीजेपी की चैलेंज देबू किंतु सेटा दे पारु नाहांती. एटा गोटे इम्पोर्टेंट opposition or गोटे demerit by it is a challenge to the opposition. Second important thing is second opposition lacks a compelling narrative. It has a no narrative. It is always related the opposition political party, they are adopted the principle of policy of casteism, policy of appeasement to the minorities. So, that will not work today. मोदी को चैलेंज करने हेले मोदी सरकार बीजेपी सरकार को चैलेंज करने को हेले तो नेशनल पर्सपेक्टिव इकोनॉमिक एंगल डिमोनेटाइजेशन जीएसटी ये सब एंगल को टिके देखा पड़ो अर्थनैतिक दृष्टिकोण. सो स्पेसिफिक नैरेटिव इकोनॉमिक एंड नेशनल इश्यूज वुड प्रोवाइड क्रेडिबिलिटी नॉट ऑन कास्ट और इक्वेशंस और माइनॉरिटी अपीजमेंट टू द अपॉर्चुनिटी. सो कैंपेन अगेंस्ट द बीजेपी can be so can the narratives which, so it is the BJP spectacular performance at the center is the result of a solid and compelling narrative, and opposition needs the concentration in this area. So, numbers alone cannot keep the BJP out of power. So, a narrative is necessary for the opposition parties. So, these are the different things we have discussed about your dynamics of a party system in India. So, with these words I want to finish my speech. Thanks a lot for your patient hearing. To once again come to power in 2019, and it came to power because of its cultural nationalism, national unity, effective leadership, solid organization, value based politics, and it provided lot of benefits to the people, and so it was able to come to power, and so far as the dynamics, so far as the Congress system is how it is check the Congress, because Modi is so popular in the country because of its solid plans and policies, and the so far as the economic angle is concerned, so far as its foreign policy angle is concerned, its security dimension is concerned. So, it was a try to provide and mesmerizing the people, as a result of which came to power, and the people are attracted towards his personality and they cast their vote towards that political party. So, with these words I want to finish my speech. So, thank you a lot for your patient hearing. Thank you.